Before I begin my speech and our assembly, I would like to acknowledge all that's happening in our community and our nation right now. Sherwood ASB and leadership stands with the Black community against all the injustices they have faced, and we hope that serious change can come about soon. Some ways we can be a part of this change are to register and vote, to become or continue to be active in our community, and most importantly, to support and be kind to one another. The poet Jack Gilbert said, "I believe that Icarus was not failing as he fell, but just coming to the end of his triumph." I've been thinking a lot about what I would have done differently had I known Wednesday, March 11th would be my last day of high school. That day I woke up late and I rushed to school, barely making it to my morning meeting with Mr. Dunbar. The day school was officially canceled, I cursed myself for not having come in early like usual and holding the doors. I was so busy beating myself up for falling, I forgot that I had also flown. You see, Shorewood is a people, not a place. If I came back to Shorewood for one more day, there would be nothing there for me in that building. The only thing that made that building remarkable were the people inside. This past year, I've really focused on trying to make those people feel welcome at Shorewood, but in the end, it's all of you who have made me feel welcome. And I hope that I have given you all even half as much as you gave me. Coming into Shorewood my freshman year, I struggled with depression and was lacking in any self-confidence. If it wasn't for the love you all showed me, I'm not certain who I would be today, but I definitely wouldn't be your ASB president. Each time you told me I should come to a game, asked me to hang out, or even just said hi to me in the halls, it meant the world to me. It built up my confidence so that I could be able to sing Taylor Swift to you guys in the morning at the doors with Nico. To put on the blue morph suit and make a fool of myself at an assembly, to post a video of Cole Nowens and I tackling toxic masculinity, to put my name down in the running for ASB president. It was all because of you, the student body that showed me love. In this time where our lives are completely lacking in normalcy, it is so easy to feel like you are free-falling. And although many of our relationships will come to an end without ever getting to say hello in the halls again, or goodbye in the courtyard, remember that we have not failed. We have just come to the end of our triumph. Remember those triumphs. Each of them is a piece of Shorewood. Because Shorewood is a people, not a place. These relationships will never have ended till you are old and gray and your memories escape you. I am so thankful for the time I have had serving and being served by you all. But I am also so excited to hand down the reins to someone so kind and wonderful. Jersey Patterson is going to do an incredible job leading you all, and I now, as our triumph ends, it is time for a new class and a new president to take flight.
Okay, students, it's Shorewood story time. Which story should we read today?
How about something from Dr. Seuss? He's always my favorite.
Yeah, what about the Cat in the Hat?
Well, actually, I have an even better one. It's kind of a sequel to that story that might be perfect to share right now. This one is called The Grad in the Cap.
The sun was shining. It was not too wet to play. But we sat in the house on that pandemic day. I sat there with Anna. We sat there, we two, and I said, how I wish we had something to do. We were in quarantine, so that meant no golf or shopping mall. So we sat in the house. We did nothing at all. So all we could do was to sit, and we did not like it. No, not one bit. And then something went bump, and that bump made us jump. We looked, then we saw him step in on that mat. We looked and we saw him, the grad in the cap. And he said to us,
Why do you sit there like that? I know you're in quarantine, and that's hard when it's sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny. I know some good games we could play, some memories to review, a lot of good times you had. I'll show them to you. The principal will not mind at all if I do.
Then Anna and I did not know what to say. The Shorewood students were out of school for the rest of the days.
You can reminisce about Shorewood and show some awards. And remember your years, you don't have to be bored.
Freshman year, we have officers to guide us. From this year to next year, we thank all of those leaders. But we cannot forget the class of 2020 and when they decided to name us Bulby.
Sophomore year, we had some new leadership, started to drive, and that made it hard not to skip. But the parking police said, no, make that car go away. You cannot park on campus, be off and away.
Junior year, we really started to shine. SAT, A-push, we did not whine. All this testing, this is no fun at all. At least at homecoming, we had a ball.
Senior year, we had no idea how it would go. The class officers worked hard at our annual HOCO. Passing the baton has never felt harder, but we know next year's officers will go even farther.
A few other thank yous as we remember our year that was cut too short and brought some tears. The ASB Corps, justices, and school board rep worked hard to keep up the pep.
It's fun to have fun, but you have to know how. At the end of each year, they give out awards. Here are some now. The top 5 students for each grade level. They've worked so hard, and now they can revel.
But that is not all. Oh no, not at all. I will show you some more awards for y'all. Many students volunteer around the community. They worked for thousands of hours, as you will see. But then he ran out, and then, fast as a fox, the grad cap came back with a box.
In this box are 2 things I will show to you now. You will like these 2 things, with more awards that will make you proud. I will pick up the lid, you will see something new. 2 things, and I call them T-Bird 1 and T-Bird 2. These T-Birds will not bite you. They want to share more awards and have fun. Then out of the box came T-Bird 2 and T-Bird 1.
We want to say thank you to our performers so grand, from cheer to drill to choir to band. We can't forget hip-hop, flags, and drumline. Orchestra too. They all are divine.
We thank you for the hours that you all spent learning music and routines, but sadly it must come to an end. For a final time, our cheerleaders will perform the Shorewood fight song and their blue and green uniforms.
The next awards are also seniors. As athletes and scholars, they are all great leaders. Athlete of the Year, Scholar Athlete, and we can't forget the Cliff Gillies.
For outstanding work, for the effort you spent, some more awards from each department. They selected seniors who wowed them in class. These are the students who did more than just pass.
From art and science to English and PE, math, social studies, video production, and directed studies, world language, DECA, and music, there are so many. Congratulations, you are impressive, seniors of 2020.
Speaking of seniors, I think your class president has a few words about your time spent. It's been quite a year, so he wants to share. Here is Eric. He really does care.
Hello everyone. I'd like to start off by congratulating all of the students who won an award in this video and every student who is graduating this week. We are a class who will be remembered for what has happened in the last 3 months, but I'd like to focus on what we accomplished in the 37 months before that. We worked tirelessly to finish homework, study for standardized tests, and apply to colleges, all while navigating the turbulent social atmosphere constrained by social media. We fought on the field, court, pool, track, or golf course to bring back district titles, while the most hyped crowd in Wesco cheered us on. We advocated for our internal truths time and time again as we challenged adults to legislate with our future in mind. And although we did not have the same celebrations as the classes before us, we showed the world how resilient our generation is. Thank you, Class of 2020, for letting me serve you. It has been the great honor of my high school career. Now join me in thanking the others that have graciously served you over the years as well. Your officers, Preston Ernst, Estella Clapper, Samantha Ayers, Max Luthi, Anna Chang, Nico Christensen, Stephen Lin, Ario Goslow, Jonathan Holdridge, and Kayla Shumate, as well as your class advisors, Miss Crowder, Miss Cisse, and Mr. Reese. Thank you again, Class of 2020.
To the PTSA, we'd like to thank you so. We have to credit you for the places we'll go. And the boosters, we also appreciate you. They have a scholarship to award. Yes, they do.
Another award that is selected each year is the Heart of the T-Bird, so Max is here. To share his selection of someone so kind, the pH of stomach acid really blows their mind.
I want to give this year's Heart of the T-Bird Award to someone who I believe really encompasses what it means to be a Shorewood student. And by that, I mean someone who is kind, dedicated, and passionate. That's why this year I will be awarding the Heart of the T-Bird to Jonah Valenti. Although Jonah only recently came to Shorewood, in the short time he has been here, he has made an impact on me and so many others. Through his dedication to movements like the Fridays for Future climate strikes and Shorewood's Hope Club, Jonah has stood in my mind as a shining example of all that is good in the world. I am so thankful to call him a friend, and even more thankful to have grown because of him. Congratulations, Jonah.
Then the grad in the cap said,
Look, have no fear. The principal is on his way, do you hear? What will he do? What will he say? He's giving out more awards. That's the T-Bird way.
Hello, Shorewood. I'm very pleased to present the Shorewood Principals Award. The Principals Award is an award given to a limited number of graduating seniors who embody the spirit of Shorewood High School. These students are nominated and voted on by the teaching staff and principals in multiple rounds for their leadership, citizenship, and especially for inspiration in the wide variety of avenues across the school in which they participate. Each student is a full participant in the life of the school and one who makes the most of their education. While this award is sometimes given to those who hold formal leadership positions in the school, it's just as often given for character and the kinds of leadership that is less visible to outsiders. Leadership that has made Shorewood a better place and a more positive place for everyone involved. This award recognizes students who have been inspirational role models not just for peers, but for staff as well, and they carry this inspiration forward into life as they leave Shorewood. In summary of those who nominated him, our first award winner is Sam Ayers. Sam is a passionate leader, an engaged student, and involved in a wide variety of clubs and activities at Shorewood High School. as well as her community, including Girl Scouts and PALs. She goes out of her way to support equity, inclusion, and understanding among her peers. It's also clear that she takes joy in the breadth of friends and learning experiences she has through these leadership activities. She's quick to make connections among what she learns and to enrich her understanding of what it means to be a caring and empathetic human being. Anyone who knows Sam knows the future's in good hands with her. Our next winner is Anna Chang, hip-hop captain, lieutenant, choreographer, dancer, and a voice for student leadership in the school. She's taken on high school and committed her mind, time, and energy to making leadership a vital force while encouraging people to participate fully in the life of the school. She's a known face to Link Crew, in addition to her roles in hip-hop and school leadership. She's taken on all the hard courses, agonized over decisions about classes in colleges, and still had time to mentor upcoming hip-hop leaders. She qualifies as the only student that I've ever known who's asked for an internship in education, thinking about her future, and followed up by spending part of her summer helping the Shoreline Summer School. She's also sweet and funny, and we are very glad to offer her this award. Our next award winner is Jeffrey Coe. Everyone on Shorewood High School campus knows Jeffrey, students and staff, and he is well loved. He is that student who always walks through the hallways with a smile and a hello for everyone he meets. A man of positive energy would be a good way to describe him. As a member of the cross-country, unified soccer, and track teams for all 4 years, he infused that positive energy into practices and meets. He's a strong competitor who also remembers to cheer others on as well. There's a reason why he was elected to the student body as part of the homecoming court in 2019. His peers love and respect him. His teachers will tell you he works hard on his academics and he has progressed tremendously. His presence will be missed at Shorewood. Max Luthi. Max is the ASB president for Shorewood this year, and he's so much more. He's at school every morning greeting students, understands that the right decision always is not the popular one, and has become a key instructor in the leadership class. He runs lessons and inspires students in that class to continually look within and grow and challenge themselves in their leadership. Max doesn't seek out attention for himself and instead works to recognize and hold others up. He reaches out to all students and makes inclusion a real plank of servant leadership. Nadia Metalis. Nadia has been a student leader since her first day of high school. Through her leadership roles in BSU, STEP, AVID, Track, and Running Start, Nadia has taken advantage of every extracurricular opportunity to learn and grow as a college-bound student, and she has brought others along with her. Nadia has participated in district-wide leadership roles, and she is a networker. She knows how to connect herself and others to resources. She's a student who always seeks to include others, has grown tremendously, and who has never allowed herself to be limited by any obstacle. Her overall scholarship and success attest to the brilliance of her mind and her limitless possibilities. Rachel Shoup. Rachel Shoup is an athlete, a scholar, and a leader and whose integrity speaks volumes. As a Running Start student, she manages to juggle college classes, 4 years of varsity soccer, track, playing oboe in multiple ensembles, and serving as a drum major with kindness, leadership, and follow-through. She's beloved by her bandmates, respected by her peers, and she's been a tremendous help to music teachers both at the high school and the middle school in the last few years. Rachel is an advocate, committed to becoming a teacher herself, and an overall outstanding student leader. With almost a 3.9 GPA, she is rising to the top of every arena, and she will continue to do so as she transitions to a music education program at Central Washington University. Finally, Arjun Thomas. He's such a strong leader by example and a student of the utmost integrity and character. He's a national level curler, a nationally ranked chess player, Colas editor-in-chief. He's led our newspaper with great integrity. He cares deeply for all. He's a quiet leader by example. He exemplifies what it means to be a representative of our school in many different ways. Heading off to Ohio State to study computer science, he's a math and science student who has held in equal regard and commitment that humanities is a way to understand people and their stories. We can't say enough good things about all these leaders. Congratulations to our 2020 Principals Award winners. Thank you very much.
We thought about all the things that we have missed: prom, graduation, spree, and much more on this list. When we look back on these days and what we went through, did we have any fun? What did we do?
As the class of 2020, we are strong and will survive. We're learning new things and cherishing our family with that extra time. Many years from now, when young children want to know what it was like in 2020 during the quarantine so long ago, Anna and I do not know what we'll say. Will we tell them the things that went on during those days?
Should we tell them about it? Now, what should we do? Well, what will you do when someone asks you?
That was fun. Thank you, T-Bird. But can you read just one more?
Well, I do have one more Dr. Seuss story that is a favorite of mine and always makes me think of seniors and graduation.
Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss, dedicated to the Sherwood Senior Class of 2020. We love you guys.
Congratulations! Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away.
You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go.
You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street.
And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town.
It's opener there in the wide open air.
Out there things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you.
And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too.
Oh, the places you'll go.
You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights.
You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and soon you'll take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't.
I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you.
You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch.
You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump.
And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done.
You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darked. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win?
And if you go in, should you turn left or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and sneak in from behind?
Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place.
For people just waiting for a train to go or a bus to come or a plane to go or the mail to come or the rain to go or the phone to ring or the snow to snow or just waiting around for a yes or a no or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone just waiting.
Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting.
Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing.
With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of a guy.
Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all.
Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV.
Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't.
I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win, because you'll play against you.
All alone. Whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot.
And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on.
But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl.
On you will go, though the hack and cracks howl. On, up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak.
On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go.
So be sure when you step with great care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act.
Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left.
And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed.
98 3/4% guaranteed.
Kids, you'll move mountains.
So, be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places.
Today's your day. Your mountain is waiting. So, get on your way.
Oh, the places you'll go.
Kimi ni michi.
Oh, cuán lejos llegarás.
Oh, les endroits où tu iras.
I just stare at my window, dreaming of what could be. If I'd end up happy, I would pray. Trying hard to reach out, but when I tried to speak out, felt like no one could hear me. Wanted to belong here, but something felt so wrong here, so I could break away. I spread my wings and I learned how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky, and I'll make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. but I won't forget all the ones that I love. I'll take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Da-da-dun-da-da, da-da-dun-da-da, da-da-dun-da-da-da-da. Wanna feel the warm breeze, sleep under a palm tree, feel the rush of the ocean. Get on board a fast train, travel on a jet plane far away, and break away. I spread my wings and I learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky, and I'll make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun, but I won't forget all the ones that I love. I'll make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Buildings with 100 floors, spin around revolving doors. Maybe I don't know where they'll take me, but gotta keep moving on, fly away, break away. I spread my wings and I learn how to fly. No, it's not easy to tell you goodbye. I gotta make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun, but I won't forget the place I come from. I gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away, break away, break away.
Well, you didn't wake up this morning 'cause you didn't go to bed. You were watching the whites of your eyes turn red. The calendar on your wall is ticking. The days off, you've been reading some old letters. You smile and think how much you've changed. All the money in the world couldn't buy back those days. You pull back your curtains and the sun burns into your eyes. You watch a plane flying across a clear blue sky. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day when things fall into place. You could your eyes. You watch a plane flying across a clear blue sky. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day when things fall into place. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day when things fall into place. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day when things fall into place. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day. Fire.